love of the sport. We the real McCoys, running the full court. We in it for the love of the sport.
Ain't that right?
We the real McCoys from the AFC North. We in it for the love of the sport. We the real McCoys, running the full court. We in it for the love of the sport. We the real McCoys from the AFC North. We in it for the love of the sport. We the real McCoys, running the full court. We in it for the love of the sport.
Ain't that right?
We the real McCoys from the AFC North. We in it for the love of the sport. We the real McCoys, running the full court. We in it for the love of the sport. We the real McCoys from the AFC North. We in it for the love of the sport. We the real McCoys, running the full court. We in it for the love of the sport.
Ain't that right?
We the real McCoys from the AFC North.
What's up and what's good? And welcome to All About Sports 216. I got it right this time. With me, Keith Allen. Let's do a little switcheroo here. Get on my good side. And my man, Ed from Columbus, here on a chilly Thursday evening. Just when it was, good man, just when it was, oh my goodness, wait a minute, what in the world's going on here? Okay, just when it was, the other day, it was 72 degrees here. 72 degrees. And now it's 22 degrees. Go figure.
That's like going from like Deshaun Watson to PJ Walker.
Yeah, big time. Or from Deshaun Watson to Daniel Jones.
We don't. Yes, and I'm glad you said that because that Mike Tannenbaum out there spitting that trade proposal out there. Nobody in their right mind would want to do that. And Mike, there's a reason why you got fired in the NFL.
And on top of that, Daniel Jones is coming back from ACL surgery.
Yeah, I mean,
so you mean tell me we gonna trade our quarterback, who is slated to be back September 6th or whenever the Browns start playing, for a guy that you don't know is coming back? And how would you sell that to your fans? Even, for real, even the people that can't stand the ground Deshaun walks on would be even against that trade.
You know what? The only person I would trade, and these trades are never going to happen because of the way the structure of the NFL is, but there's only one guy that I would be intrigued to get off of an injury, and that is Kirk Cousins. Daniel Jones is not Kirk Cousins, never will be Kirk Cousins. So this is ridiculous. So, but it's clickbait season, and he's going to try to make it. Yeah.
They ain't got nothing to do because the combine is probably the most overrated thing there is going on in sports right now.
And now these players, they don't even go there, and rightfully so. They don't even go there. They don't even like participate in the drills anymore. It's just to go meet and greet. And I want to say shout out to Marvin Harrison Jr. of the Ohio State Buckeyes, because he has no agent and he has no will to go there and take any of the tests that they give, because I believe that he saw his teammate CJ Stroud last year go to the combine, take one of those tests, be labeled try to dog him, and we saw in the field this year that CJ Stroud was more than capable mentally and physically to be a franchise quarterback in the NFL. As Browns fans, unfortunately, we learned the hard way.
Because it's all good running in shorts and every day. Everybody's superstars. But, and like CJ Stroud, the tape says it all. The tape says it all. But, like I said, it's the clickbait, boring season of the NFL, because the NFL got to be relevant 24/7, 365 now. Yeah. But to everybody that's watching, shouts out to everybody, LinkedIn, Twitter, X, and Facebook, and on YouTube. Tell y'all like this real quick. The chat lines are open. Feel free to chat with us. Hit us up. Let us know how you feel and everything. Also, I want to also go down here And you can subscribe to the Allen Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Allen Viz Media YouTube channel. There will not be no Trad Committee show coming up this Saturday. Good bro, got to work, which sucks. But bills got to get paid. They have to get paid. And we come on live every Thursday at 6 p.m. Now, the first subject that we will be going to is our Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs are 38-20 and are in second in the East after losing last night to Chicago Bulls in double overtime. I don't even know the score. I watched it. It's just
127 to 121, I think, something like that.
well, it's like 132 to
No.
123, I think.
Well, I think there was a minute to go when I saw that score, and I just figured I was done.
Yeah, 132 to 123.
Okay.
But Evan Mobley led the Cavs with 25. Darius Garland had 23. How can I say this? It's been the same scenario during the Cavs' past 3 losses. If you really think about it, and truthfully, if you really look at it, it'd be a way different tone in the city right now had they lost to Dallas. But it's been the same scenario all for the last few losses and really the last week or so, really since the All-Star break. Honestly, that they're having trouble finishing games. Because people will say, a person with the glass half full will say, oh, we're in second place in the East. But you're having trouble finishing games. And it almost cost you on Tuesday against Dallas. And you had trouble finishing yesterday. You should have won that game last night. We was up by 4 with seconds left.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the Cavs have trouble with teams with multiple bigs. And you've seen it with Orlando when they came back off the break. Wendell Carter and Wagner was giving the Cavs the business down low. Wagner was even intimidating and flexing on the Cavs, and then shoved Evan Mobley halfway through the lane back into the stands.
That's soft behavior. That's not going to get it done. I remember back when they had Brad Daugherty and, they used to go at it with the Pistons and, we were kind of labeled as a soft team and, we kind of had a toughen up, then we got a hot rod and everything. But yeah, this Cavs team and Evan Mobley, one thing about him, I know he's young and he needs to gain some weight and everything, but he's got to gain some toughness too. And I think this team mentally has to get tougher, but also physically on the court. You can't get out physical by these bigs from teams like Orlando and Chicago, and no offense to them, they're okay, but none of the players that you just listed now should be, intimidating us or running all over us, and it shouldn't be that way. And not a good look, and not a good game last night.
And the loss last night, what do that loss remind you of? Since it's Throwback Thursday.
Oh, geez, you hit me hard here.
Let's go back to the last year, about in April, and the New York Knicks physically manhandled us. And think about this. Mitchell Robinson had his way down low. And he wasn't half of what Drummond is. And Drummond took it back. He took it back to Detroit, Andre Drummond. And Vucevic was giving the Cavs the business too before he fouled out.
That's the thing. You have less talented teams just playing harder, playing like they want it more, and getting victories. Now, the Cavs got to figure out a way that, when you say figure out a way, they got to get rid of that mentality of every night they got to give maximum effort. They are very talented. This is a very talented team. They can move the ball around if they want to. Now sometimes they don't, and that's kind of like, on them. But when they're playing right, it's like an engine that's like a locomotive that's running at full speed, doing everything right. But for some reason, there's something on those tracks that always derail us a little bit. And now it's the physicality aspect coming into. And I didn't want to mention the Knicks, and I kind of knew you were going there. I kind of wanted you to say New York because look, you're a Yankees fan, you're a New York guy in that aspect, not in basketball, but I figured that was your realm and your domain. But yeah, it looked a lot like the Knicks yesterday.
And think about it. The loss to Philadelphia looked like the New York Knicks loss. And think about this. Philadelphia didn't even have their
Embiid.
big guy.
Yeah.
They didn't have Embiid.
Yeah,
Orlando, they let Franz Wagner intimidate them. I'm talking about Franz Wagner. I ain't even talking about Wendell Carter.
Isn't he the one that went to Michigan? I think he went. Did he go to Michigan?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
jeez, you can't have that.
Yes. And truthfully, Wagner ain't even the best Wagner on that team.
I know.
And he intimidated him. He was flexing, getting up in people's faces. And last night, and Drummond had a little bit to play for because he feels Jared Allen took his spot here in Cleveland.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So he came in with extra ammo, and I'm like, he had 17 and 25 rebounds. And the Cavs got out-rebounded yesterday by a whopping, matter of fact, I'm about to go to this right now. I couldn't believe the number when I heard it last night.
Well, I think another issue too is, do you think it's going to, I'm going to ask you this question and I want your thoughts on it. When Donovan Mitchell only had like 19 points last night, is the recipe for the Cavs to basically win and is going to have to be Donovan Mitchell be the leading scorer?
I'm going to get to that in a second.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Do you know the Chicago Bulls out-rebounded the Cavs last night 74-39?
Wow.
74-39.
That's more than double. That's more than double.
And offensive rebounds, the Chicago Bulls out-rebounded the Cavs 25-5.
That's okay. Then that's fun. I always tell my son this always too. Rebounding, a lot of it is effort and boxing out, and just look at Kevin Love. There's a lot of great rebounders that didn't have the physicality, but you just have to have the floor space and want to get to the spot. We obviously, for whatever reason, didn't want to play that game because we slept walk through it. We're up by 4. We blew it. But when you get out rebounded that much, you shouldn't have even put your jersey on.
Wait till what I'm about to tell you now.
Please, oh God, it gets worse.
I'm going to tell you now. Vukovic, double-double, 24 and 13.
Damn.
Andre Drummond, double-double, 17 and 26.
Oh, my.
Them Rodman-type rebounding numbers.
Yeah.
And DeMar DeRozan, 35 and 10.
Wow. See, that the 10 is the 35. Okay, so he went off, but you can't let him also get 10 as well.
35 and 10. Now let's go to the Cavs. You got Mobley had a double-double, 25 and 13. He actually played a good game, kind of disappeared late.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, there's other things involved in that I'm going to get to.
Okay.
Jared Allen. This looked like Throwback Thursday.
Oh, no.
11 points, 4 rebounds.
Oh, what you can't.
No Cavalier besides Evan Mobley. Well, LeVert had 7 rebounds.
Okay,
but
good for him. Better than more than Allen.
Yeah, and if I'm just gonna say, right now, 38 and 20. In a sense, you can look at it, and people wonder why the Cavs aren't getting pub around, the nation, the national spotlight and all. This is why.
Yeah.
They get took to the woodshed against teams. Teams already know the book on the Cavs. Get in their face, play physical.
They gotta knock the only way for them to succeed and to get where they want to be is, not take days off in the NBA, because look, I think they think they can just turn it on. They couldn't turn it on against the Knicks. They're not turning it on when they get out rebounding. It's like they have the talent, but I don't understand when it comes to doing what CJ on the We Like Sports show says. White boy moves, like rebound, like doing all the things when you're not really good at basketball, but you do all the other things. You're like, white boy moves. Like that's the
You
one.
said white boy.
Shout out to CJ for that. That's his term, not mine. I don't want to steal that.
Shout out to CJ.
Yeah, but with stealing, hustling, going diving on the floor, doing all the things the white boys do, so they can stay on the court. But that's the thing the Cavs need to do, and they have the physical tools, the horses, to get it done with Allen and Mobley. They have the team. They have the team that can play any way that they want to. And then when you play a team like Chicago or New York, where you have to play a certain way, they just decide, no, we're not going to play that way at all. I don't get that.
And I'm going to say this. You had asked me a question about Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Let's just say this. When let's go Chicago Bulls, for instance. Let's just pretend Zach LaVine wasn't injured. Who's your 20-point scorers on the Bulls if Zach LaVine's not injured?
Well, obviously,
you know that they can get you 20.
Yeah.
In their sleep with their eyes closed, they can get you 20. On the Bulls.
DeRozan, maybe?
That's one.
But I can't think of another one.
DeRozan and Zach LaVine.
That's the point. I guess we're on the same page. Yes, exactly. Okay, good.
If he's not injured. Now, let's go circa to the New York Knicks.
Okay.
Who can get you 20 on the Knicks? And you can also list the other guy if he's healthy. When healthy.
Okay. Brunson.
Keep going.
Yeah, I know it's gonna. I guess honestly, that might be the only one that I really feel is comfortable with. I know there's others.
Brunson and Julius Randle. They can both
get
Randle,
you 20. Right.
Both get you 20. You look at Boston. You got
Tatum.
Boston. You got 3 that can get you 20.
Yeah.
And they can get you 25.
Right.
Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis.
Yes.
You look at Philadelphia. If Embiid is healthy and Maxey.
Yeah.
Now, in the Cavaliers, who else besides Donovan Mitchell every night that you can book for 20?
I see the thing. I can't book him, but I know Allen gets close usually. I know Garland can get close, but I can't book it.
You said, when you go in that night, they can get you 20 besides Donovan.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's a lingering problem, too.
Yeah.
Big lingering problem.
Mobley's got to become that guy. And
he does. He has to be that number 2 guy.
Yeah, he does.
If not really the number 1.
That would be an ideal world, especially because when we drafted him, we're like, oh, he's a combination of Kevin Garnett and this and that, and and all these crazy things, and it's he's a nice player. But he's not turning into that elite superstar, seeing the qualities that hopefully in this point in time that we'd be seeing on a court day in and day out.
Because Jared Allen shouldn't be outscoring you.
No. He should not at all. He should be out rebounding. That's fine. He should get 30 rebounds or whatever, but not scoring.
Every game.
Yeah.
And Darius Garland, how can I say this? I said this a long time ago. Darius Garland hasn't got better since the All-Star season. 21-22.
Can I pivot and ask you a question? Because I saw this the other day, and it's really intriguing. Okay. What's a worse contract, Deshaun Watson or Darius Garland? Because at least with Watson, he gets the wins. Let's be real; he does get the wins. He's the quarterback, and I think when he's healthy, he's gonna lead the Browns to good things. But with Garland, is that contract? Is it kind of like becoming like an albatross, kind of like with?
And Garland's contract is higher than Deshaun's.
I know. I know.
It's higher than Deshaun's, and I
Yeah,
mean, and it's been scattered. His results has been scattered, and he's been often injured. You know what
I
I'm
know.
saying?
So is it
And
worse? Is it worse?
and he doesn't really assert himself.
No.
It's like he disappears. He asserts himself a little bit, but it's like he doesn't assert himself. And I think honestly, a lot of that's on JB too, because JB has to keep pounding it into his head.
Yeah.
Assert yourself.
But if
Be the
Garland
man.
But if Garland doesn't, here's the thing: like, if you're a coach and you got a player like Garland who's got a max deal, and the organization gave him that max deal, the only one in Cavaliers organization history that had gotten it up until that point, and it's like, don't you think that that's like telling you you're the dog? Like, why do you have to be, persuaded or coached up to have that mentality? Shouldn't you already just have it?
You should.
I would think.
You should.
Okay.
Because Donovan Mitchell, and you could tell, you can even look at it by the way the Cavs offense is when Garland is at the helm and when Donovan was at the helm. Donovan Mitchell is more defined in everything he does in the game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh
He's
yeah.
more
Oh yeah. He
defined.
definitely. Yeah.
Where Garland kind of
Mm.
beats around the bush, play
He has to
dribbles,
feel
dribbles,
out.
dribbles,
You know what it
dribbles.
is? Garland has to feel out and how things are going to go. Donovan Mitchell is a dog. He's going to go there in there and impose his will, and this is how it's going to be, and I'm going to make it
Exactly.
happen. And Garland's not
Exactly.
like that. He's too passive.
Yes. And the thing is with Mitchell, he basically carried Allen with him. Like, look, this is what we doing. You
Yep.
riding with me or what?
Yep.
And Allen was like, hell yeah, I'm riding
Yeah,
with
you
you.
want to ride? Yeah. Mm.
Where you got Garland and Mobley like, well, you sure that's cool?
Yeah.
You sure
Donovan
it's
Mitchell's
gonna
like
be
Suge Knight.
okay?
He's a Suge Knight character,
Right.
and I feel like Garland is more like, I don't know, Vanilla Ice. I don't know. He's just more
Right.
like
It's
just
like
laid back. It's cool. I'm gonna
and
do my thing.
yeah, Mobley be like, all right, sometime I'll ride with you today. Maybe not
Right.
tomorrow, but I'll ride with you today.
Right.
Garland like, I don't know. Hit
Yeah.
me up in
It's
about an
raining
hour.
outside. I don't know.
I'll holler at you. Hit me up in an hour. And I'm
Yeah.
also gonna say this too, because JB is I'm gonna say this. I got mad respect for JB because he did bring the changed culture and everything. But he's gonna wear Donovan Mitchell out.
Yeah.
And he does not use his talent to the best of its possibilities. Here it is. You don't play Craig Porter Jr. You don't play Sam Merrill. You don't play neither one of them. And you really found out those two could play due to the fact that you had injuries. So you would
That's the
think
thing. That's
they
what
would
I
have
thought.
a
Yeah.
spot in the rotation and everything. And it's like your usage of them sometimes is spotty, but yet you will ride Niang till the wheels fall off. And sometimes Niang can be good, and sometimes he can be very bad. Now Levert, he gonna ride with Levert no matter what. Now I don't really
Right.
complain too much about Levert because Levert does
Yeah.
everything. He plays defense when he has to. He gets you assists. He can shoot and everything. But you got your best Chicago. You got to have shooters against Chicago.
Yeah.
And you had a shooter right there. And you need a dog that's on defense against Chicago.
Yeah. Well, Allen didn't show up. 4 rebounds. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he didn't show up. But
I mean,
JB's rotations be baffling to me sometimes.
no, I think that's everybody in Cleveland has
He
posted on
baffling.
X their disdain for some of those rotations.
But I'm gonna tell you this month of March that's coming up,
Oh,
you're gonna really see who the Cavs are or what they
it's
got.
not. It's not getting easier. Like into your point with the schedule, it's like the games
Hmm.
against Chicago. These were games you kind of had to win because it doesn't.
Yes, stack
Ugh,
victories. Because you
yeah.
gotta think about it. And this is why I said maybe the Cavs will probably finish in third. or maybe fourth, because you got Minnesota twice. You got you got the Clippers again. You got the Lakers, and now LeBron playing for something now.
Yep.
And you got Denver. You got to go to Denver.
You got a West Roadie coming up.
You got a West Roadie coming up where you got to face Utah, Denver. They all playing for something.
Yeah. No, oh gosh.
Then you got to see Boston, New York,
Philly, I think.
Philly one more time.
I think Philly one more time, yeah.
One more time when we done show we can't beat Philly. They
Can't beat them with them beat or without right. Exactly.
And then you also, let's see, I think we're done with Milwaukee.
Yes.
But
yes.
Then you got the Miami Heat lurking somewhere in the schedule.
Yeah, they're always a thorn in our side.
You got the Indiana Pacers.
They play us tough. They play everybody tough. They're just the way they play.
Because if you really think about it, let me ask you this. Who would you have with the Cavs be favored in a series? Whether they're 2 or 3 or 4? Because the way it looks, and I'm just going to look
Yeah,
here.
who would be the... Yeah, okay, because...
I'm going to look here real quick.
Forget about the play-in series. Just go like 2 plays 7, 1 plays 8. We'll just go old school because we'll just assume that who's ever 7th is going to beat the 10th, and we'll assume the 8th will beat the 9th.
Cavs are number 2. They got Indiana.
Oh, jeez. I mean, we're favored. I think that might go 6 or
we're
7.
Favorite, but...
It might go 7. That might go 7.
Way the Cavs play. All Indiana got to do is get game 1.
See, that's what happened last year. See, it made all the difference by us not getting game 1. You got to win at home.
And Miles Turner and Obi Toppin
they
are way more physical than Evan Mobley and Jared Allen.
Yep.
And if you don't have another proven scorer against Indiana, and they score points.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, Halliburton
and Siakam. And now Indiana got Siakam now.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam.
Then let's see if they drop down to 3.
Yeah, we got 6 seed then. Who's 6 then?
Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, jeez. Great. Wonderful. Awesome.
With Joe Embiid on the comeback trip.
I don't know if we win that series. I don't know. I don't know
if we win the Indiana series, and I don't know if we. And also, let me not forget with the Indiana series, you got Rick Carlisle as the coach.
And he's a great coach. Great coach.
Philadelphia series, you got Nick Nurse as the coach.
Yeah, he's champion.
Giving the edge to.
Yeah, well, ain't not JB.
Then you got the New York. Then you got at number 5.
So then we'd play the Knicks.
If you got number 5, if the Cavs, let's just say the Cavs fall to 4, guess who they got at 5?
Knicks. No.
The Miami Heat.
Oh, gee, I forgot. I always forget about them, that they're still, they just win.
Jimmy Butler time, Bam Adebayo, and Miami Heat got multiple defenders.
And that coach is really good.
And Eric Spoelstra.
I think he's probably one of the best coaches in the game.
Ed Spoelstra.
Yep. Coach Spo.
So the Cavs' best hope is to get the 1 seed, but then I don't know if they could beat Orlando in a 7-game series.
I don't think so. They scare me like 2009 when we played them, and you know what I'm saying? Something about Orlando.
They got a big squad.
Yeah, that's what they did in 2009 when they beat us.
And the French motto will get physical.
Yeah,
and it's like I said. And then on top of that, with the Cavs, now they won 18 or 20 playing ball a different style. Right?
Now they're playing differently.
Now, what did they do in the last minutes in the Chicago game in overtime? Went back to their old ways.
Yeah. Didn't work.
Old habits die hard.
We're dying, all right. We're dying.
And all I'm going to say is, if the Cavs get put out in the first round this year...
Oh, JB's fired.
It could be catastrophic changes.
Well, just like when Doug Collins was with the Bulls back in '80, and they brought in, you're going to have to change it up. Like, Michael, this is winning time in Cleveland, and you need a coach that at least can get you to the second round.
JB has a 2-win record 2-8 record in the playoffs.
Yikes.
And I'm just saying. I mean, hey, they right now enjoy the ride. Right now, they 38-20, but come April, well, really come this month of March, you're gonna really see what the Cavs got.
Yeah,
You're
they
gonna
can't keep
really
dropping.
know.
Can't keep dropping these games. You got to win. 38-20 should be more like 42 and 16 or something. Honestly.
Yeah. And Donovan Mitchell had to take up for Darius Garland. Everybody,
you're a max player. Darius Garland, you're a max player. You don't need another dog to carry you. You should both be able to carry the load together. And look at Kyrie and LeBron when they were two, dog, and they carried the load. And that's what I don't understand. Why can't they be like that?
Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars,
yes,
carried the load.
Right.
And I mean,
Clay and Steph
carried the load.
I
mean, I'm just saying, it's like right now everything is 38-20 right now, but I see stormy skies ahead come April.
I see him now. I kind of see him. I kind of see the storm now.
That's what I'm saying. I see.
Get your umbrellas ready, guys.
I see stormy skies ahead because I mean, we're losing the same way. And think about it, you really should have lost the Dallas game.
Should have.
For real. You should have lost the Dallas game.
Yeah.
But hey, shout out to Max Strus for that shot.
Strus on the loose.
Yes, Strus on the loose. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay. That's what's up, Hurricane. Also, I'm going to go to some quick news because I know you got to get up out of here.
Yeah, I got a couple. I got about 5 minutes left. Left. So give me
quick
some
news.
good. Give me some good stuff.
We're going to go to basketball. CSU men's and women's basketball. The CSU women defeated Youngstown State 2 days ago, 56-53. Kobe Naples, 18 points. CSU ladies are 26-4. 17-2 in their rising in first place. And they play Northern Kentucky at Northern Kentucky on Saturday at 2 p.m. Now, the CSU men's aren't faring so well.
They'll win the tournament. How about that?
I hope so. Their men's lost to Wisconsin Green Bay at home, 69-61. Tristan Ariuna led Cleveland State with 24 points and 6 rebounds, and Tay Williams added 17 points and 5 rebounds. The Viking men are 17-13 overall, 10-9 in 8th place in the 10-9 in 9th place in the Horizon League, and they got University of Indiana, Purdue on Saturday at home.
Okay.
Vikings, I don't know. But Sunday, hopefully everybody had their TVs tuned in on Sunday because Ohio State women's team faced their biggest test of the season as they travel to take on Caitlin Clark and the number 4 Iowa Hawkeyes. And by that time, I think Caitlin Clark will probably have a scoring record.
Okay, so here's the deal. The Ohio State women's Buckeyes team won the outright Big Ten championship last night by defeating the Michigan Wolverines. So the game that will be called by Gus Johnson in a packed, sold-out Carver Hawkeye Arena. Doesn't really mean much, but yes, Caitlin Clark, I think, got like 33. So she only needs I think 18 points or something like that to break Pistol Pete Maravich's record. So we'll see, but it does not impact the Big Ten standings. So the Buckeyes are the Big Ten outright champions of the regular season.
Yes, and also
tickets are going for $500 too. By the way, highest ever, $500.
Also, Caitlin Clark announced that she will be leaving. Yes. I don't know why.
Why now?
Will be leaving to go to the WNBA draft. My thing is, you get more money at Iowa than she will WNBA.
I agree.
Unless she done brokered a deal that nobody knows of.
And why announce it now when Iowa's getting ready to play, in the tournament and stuff like that? Why not just wait? Like, I understand you're going, that's fine. I get that, but why announce it now? I just kind of thought that was kind of strange.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. I'm like, huh?
Okay.
Plus, I'll probably stay at Iowa again. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I know.
Because the NIL money is way higher than whatever she's going to get in the WNBA.
Yeah.
She got her own ticket at Iowa right now.
I
But
know.
hey, good luck to her though. She probably gonna ball out.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was like, I said, okay, okay. Also, the Final Four is coming to Cleveland. Women's Final Four. Look
Yes.
out for that. Think about it real quick. As far as the women's Final Four, the Ohio State men play today too. I don't know who
Yeah.
they play, but I know they're 16-12. They got a shot.
They do. They do.
They got a
Read me
shot to actually, if they can go through the Big Ten tournament,
Yeah,
they
get a
can
couple
end up
wins.
still going to the big dance.
Well, when you don't have Chris Holtman, it's amazing what things they can do. They had I always thought they had the best back in the Big Ten with Thornton and Rowdy Gale.
Yeah. But like I said, the women's Final Four, think about this possible women's Final Four. You could have South Carolina, Don Staley, UConn, with Gina Auriemma, Paige Beckers and company.
Yep.
LSU.
Yeah, with Reese.
Angel Reese.
Yes.
And you possibly can have Iowa again. Caitlin Clark.
Or
the
Buckeyes of Ohio State.
Ohio State ladies.
Yeah.
Because the Ohio State ladies done beat Caitlin Clark and them before.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Or you can have the local team. Cleveland
Let's go CSU Lady Vikings.
Yes, you can have them. Possibly.
Yes.
If they don't get a 16 seed.
Yeah, see, I hate when they do that.
If they get a 16 seed, you're going to put them up. Or you can also, and I got another wild card. You can also get Juju Watkins, freshman of the year.
Ooh.
You know what's crazy? This year, in the last couple of years, I know, besides Cleveland State, I know of more women's players in college than I do with the men's.
Yeah, me too.
I only know about Cleveland State, and I know about North Carolina, Armando Bacot.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and Caleb Love, because he transferred to Arizona. Other than that,
I know Bronny James.
Oh, I forgot Bronny James.
Yeah,
and also
5 points a game.
Yeah. Also, I want to say, as far as Bronny James goes, let him just be a student and let him enjoy the game. Let him just enjoy the game and stuff. All that pros and stuff. But also, I will say this though, LeBron, you got a big role in this too. Because you kept saying Bronny's better than these guys and this guys in the NBA and stuff like that. You kind of set him up for the woo-woo.
Yeah.
For real.
And then LeBron says a lot of time. He says a lot at times, but then he wants to walk it back. Like, no, just let him be. Well, LeBron, nobody forced you to say what you said.
Yeah. Because I've been saying this. Because think about this. This boy literally almost had a heart attack.
I know. My goodness.
In fact, the miracle that he is playing is an accomplishment to me. Yes, he's playing this year.
I agree.
And he's
a lot
a
of
good
people
kid.
take a year off or something. He went right back to it, and good for him. But yeah, I don't know. I think the fact that people are like, oh, he's only averaging 5 points a game. The fact that he's playing basketball, that's the win.
He's on the court, and USC sucks this year. So
I
mean,
you should have came to Ohio State. You should have came to Ohio State.
USC sucks this year. Truthfully, you know what I would really like to see? I would like to see him and Bryce play together in college.
I agree. That would, to me, that's that's better than playing with your dad.
Right now, fuck the pros. He gonna get his money in NIL anyway.
Yep.
Just
come to Ohio State, transfer to Ohio State, Bronny, and Bryce to Ohio State, and let's do this.
Yes, and do that. You know what I'm saying? Have fun, be a kid,
and then play at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Because a lot of times we try to adulterize our kids way too early.
Yeah, let them
before they're ready. Let the kid, and if it's meant for him to go to the pros, it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Just let him develop and everything. Let him develop. Let him have fun in college. Hell, shit. That pro shit.
The way of the world. You can't let people have fun unless you're hating. Then they consider that fun.
I'll have fun. I'm just glad that he's playing, and I'm glad he's healthy. For real.
Okay.
But anyway, and the Browns ain't really no news right now.
No, I know. My take on them is no news is good news. I know Kevin Stefanski is supposed to go out with Ken Dorsey out to L.A. to go visit Deshaun Watson and not talk about football. So what are they going to do then? I see these reports. They're not going to talk about football. You really think they're going to go out there and not talk about football? I mean, come on.
They're just going to run the mill. Which offense do you like, Deshaun?
Right. I mean, they're gonna talk football. Come on, that's what they're football guys. I mean, come on. It's okay that they talk football. I hope
Who
they
do
talk
you want us
football.
to go after?
Right? Yeah. I mean,
Who do you want us to possibly trade for?
Yeah.
And I hope you better get me a receiver with Amari Cooper, buddy.
Give me Gabe Davis from Buffalo.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Gabe
11 million. They
Davis.
said about I mean, you're gonna draft one. You're gonna get one. They need to get a veteran guy that knows how to run routes. So I don't want the Cedric Tillman kind of. I need guys that can. Deshaun needs guys that can run routes correctly.
Yes, they can't afford to babysit.
Yes,
for real.
He's past that point. We need to see Deshaun at his best, and he doesn't need to be teaching receivers where they need to be.
Because the thing is, they have to win this year. They have to win, and the offense has to look good because Stefanski ain't get that extension, him or Barry, yet.
When I don't even know if I want to dive into that, but because I got to jump off here real quick. But check me out on the We Like Sports Show Mondays at 6. I got my Keith. It's always a pleasure. All about sports 216. Love, mad love.
No doubt.
Also, I got one hot topic for all you Cavs fans out there. Don't fret about Donovan Mitchell. If Max Strus scores 12 points in a minute like he did against Dallas, that averages out to be 576 points a game. I don't even think the Cavs defense could blow that. That's all I got. That's all I got. Keith, get it done, my guy. All about Sports 216. Check us out. We're doing big things in 2024. Allen B's Media 2. We're doing our thing. And Keith, always a pleasure. And I will see you back next Thursday. And I'll see you Monday on the We Like Sports Show at 6 o'clock.
No doubt. All right. Have a good one. Peace.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Well, it's me now. There we go. But like I said, as far as the Browns, it's just the combine, which is really the most overrated thing actually in the NFL offseason, for real. Especially now since a lot of the top prospects don't even work out at the combine no more. So, we'll see what happens. Oh, but Denzel Ward, they did restructure his contract, so the Browns are now under the salary cap. They restructured his contract and made his salary a signing bonus. Good for the Browns and everything, so they can start going shopping in free agency, whatnot. Now we're going to see who else they restructure. I think the Nick Chubb is coming. Now, my thing is, what would be a fair deal for Nick Chubb? A fair restructure for Nick Chubb? What would be a fair restructure for Nick Chubb? I would say right now his salary, I guess, would be 12 to 16. It count 16 against the cap. So I would say this. I would say I would go and see if he would restructure the $6 million and give him incentives to where he can make up to 8 or 9 in incentives, but a $6 million base salary, and then put a lot of it in signing bonus or restructure signing bonus. I would say 6 and 8 with incentives for Chubb. Now, would he agree to that? I don't know, but I would say 6 to 8, but we shall see. Definitely shall see. Also, let me move right along. First, Browns draft free agency. Let's see. Along, the Guardians are in spring training. They got a few injuries. Catcher Bo Naylor is suffering from back spasms. And I ain't even going to go over the Guardians spring training record. I think it's like 2-3 and everything because, But opening day will be coming soon. March 30th or March 31st. Shear's going quick because we'll be in March tomorrow. March. The Guardians are in spring training. Also, So one of their pitchers suffered an injury too. Let me look here and see real quick. I know they had to put somebody on the shelf for about 2 weeks. Because the thing with the Guardians is, pitching wise, let's see. MLB. Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland Guardians. Yeah, they put Trevor Steffens out for 3 weeks. With some arm soreness. And he's a key contributor in the Guardians bullpen for this year. So there'll be no Trevor Steffens for 3 weeks. And Bo Naylor is hurt. And the Guardians are right now, they're 2-4 in the spring. And they play they're 2-4 in the spring, and they play the Los Angeles Angels tonight. So we'll see what happens with the Guardians. I actually got the over under for the wins for the Guardians this season. I say they might win 80, 81, maybe. Highest to me, lowest. I don't even want to talk about the lowest and everything. So they might bottom out. But Guardians got some work to do. And it's the new era with manager Stephen Vogt. Hopefully it doesn't go back to the Maniac days. But hey, we will see. We will definitely see. And other than that, I want to give also shout out to, let's see, shout out to Happy Black History Month. Black History Month was this month. I think really Black History Month is every month for real, because we done contributed everything in this society and stuff. And it shouldn't just be one month that you celebrate Black History Month. You could celebrate Black History every month. Because I'm quite sure you go by the months, it's been a big accomplishment by us every month in the year. So, like I said, Black History Month is about to close. Shouts out to Bill Russell for being the first black coach in the NBA. Shout out to also Cito Gaston, first black manager to win a World Series with the Toronto Blue Jays. Frank Robinson, first black manager in the MLB. Wilma Rudolph. There's plenty of Black history accomplishments. Plenty. And it shouldn't be minimized to 1 month. You should celebrate it every month. You should have something celebrating Black history every month of the year. 12 months, 365. But I'm about to get up out of here and everything. And also, I'm going to say real quick, as far as the thing with the Cam Newton thing where video footage shown of him getting jumped at his football camp, 7-on-7 football camp. We got to do better, people. We have to do better. Have to do better. I think nowadays, I think social media done prop people up to put people where they think they're here with them. And I mean, it's just a sad state of affairs nowadays, for real. Sad state of affairs. And we have to do better as black people ourselves. We have to definitely start doing better. Know better to do better. Definitely. Because I heard at first it was kids. Now it sounds like it might have been some coaches. And all this in front of kids. If it's coaches, shame on you. For real. Fighting and carrying on like crazy in front of the kids. Then you wonder where the kids get the craziness from. Not the right move. Definitely not the right move. Cam Newton, keep your head up, bruh. Keep doing what you're doing. And also enjoy your podcast too, my man. So keep doing what you're doing. But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here real quick. Also, want to give a shout out to all the podcasters that's doing their thing, especially in sports, that look like me. Shout out, I'm giving you flowers today. Shout out to my man Delvis Valentine. Shout out to my man G. Bush. Shout out to my man Scott Pennyman. Shout out to my man B. Koo Kaiser, who writes for the Call-In Post. Shout out to my man Von Prez, who does industry sports. Shout out to all the brothers that look like me. That's doing. Keep it going. Shout out to Club Shay Shay. Shout out to everybody that's doing it. Black History Month about to close on a leap year. Imagine that. So next time we celebrate February the 29th will be in 2028, where hopefully we'll be talking about the Browns be opening up a new stadium soon. And I want to go on that real quick before I get up out of here. I look at it like this. If the Browns do build a new stadium, I say it like this. If they're going to, I don't know how I feel about them taxing the citizens as far as taxing their property taxes and stuff like that. I'm not really too much with that, especially in this city where the economy is bad. It's bad, and we got far more pressing needs to worry about. But if they tax stuff like alcohol, cigarettes, gambling, if they limit the tax to those, alcohol, cigarettes, gambling, marijuana, I'm all for it. But if you're talking about taxing the citizens, putting it on their property taxes and stuff like that, where people really don't have it like that, I'm not with it. Not with it at all. But if you want to tax marijuana sales, cigarette sales, alcohol sales, and gambling sales, gambling profits or whatever you want to tax those in order to finance the new stadium, I'm all with it. And truthfully, it doesn't matter if they build it downtown or if they build it out in Brook Park. I'm cool with whatever happens either way, as long as so you're not taxing the citizens on their properties and whatnot. That I won't be cool with. But anyway, this is your man Keith Allen for All About Sports 216. We come on live every Thursday at 6 p.m. Me and Ed from Columbus. Also, subscribe, scrolling at the bottom, to the Allen Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. That's right, the Allen Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. And also, you can also catch me on the We Like Sports show every Monday. And you also catch me on the Triad Committee that come on Saturdays, but we won't be coming on Saturday this week because Brother Man got to pay bills. You know. You know how that goes. Got to pay bills. But anyway, everybody, have a safe weekend. Check out the Ohio State girls on Sunday as they go up against Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes. That would be a huge game, 2 versus number 4. Also, root on the Cleveland State Vikings, the men's and the ladies, and the Ohio State men's, because they play tonight too. And hopefully the Cavs can get it together tomorrow against Detroit. They should, but it won't be easy for the Cavs against Detroit. But anyway, this is your man Keith Allen signing out for All About Sports 216. Peace.
In it for the love of the sport.
Love, man.
We the real McCoys, running the full court.
Yeah.
We in it for the love of the sport.
Ain't that right?
We the real McCoys from the AFC North.
That's my
We in it for the love of the sport. We the real McCoys, running the full court. We in it for the love of the sport. We the real McCoys from the AFC North. We in it for the love of the sport.
Love, man.
We the real McCoys, running the full court.
Yeah.
We in it for the love of the sport.
Ain't that right?
We the real McCoys from the AFC North.
That's my
We in it for the love of the sport. McCoys, running the full court.
Yeah.
We in it for the love of the sport.
Ain't that right?